Derbyshire's Ben Slater recorded his maiden first-class 100 to keep the Leicestershire bowlers at bay after Cheteshwar Pujara became the 59th man in the history of the sport to be given out for handling the ball. Put in, Derbyshire made a steady start to their LV County Championship clash with their East Midland neighbours, Billy Godalming, fresh from his match-winning 100 against Surrey last week, and Slater opening up with a trouble-free stand of 30 in the game's first 10 overs on what was a green pitch at the 3A county ground. Ben Rain was the man who got the breakthrough, Godalming edging him to Tom Wells after making 19. Charlie Shrek then made the most of the conditions to trap Wayne Madsen in front for 8 with a total on 43 for 2. Now to the real moment of interest as Pujara, with 6 runs to his name, pushed a deflected ball from Atif Sheikh away from the stumps with his hand. Niall O'Brien had no doubt, given the laws of the game, that it was out. The inexperienced bowler less sure, but the Indian batsman was on his way after the 2 umpires had a chat. The Leicestershire attack had a good morning overall, but they were held up by the 23-year-old Slater, who showed his composure throughout a tough session. And he was rewarded with the 8th 50 of his career before the break, one which had come off 86 balls with 7 fours included. By the time lunch arrived, he'd moved on to 61, and with Wes Durston holding firm at the other end, the total had recovered to 120 for 3, the runs coming at 4 per over during the first 2 hours of what turned out to be an evenly balanced session. There was still plenty to keep the visiting attack interested at the start of the afternoon, as this delivery proved, which made the efforts of Durston and Slater all the more admirable. Derbyshire may have had a poor start to this campaign, but in spite of a recent defeat to Glamorgan, they are ending the summer in a very encouraging fashion. These two added 124 runs for the 4th wicket. Within that, Durston completed a 50 off only 59 deliveries, a match-altering innings which had included 9 fours. It was the batsman's 5th half-century of an up-and-down season, one which had seen him make a top score of 74 not out. He didn't beat that here, as on 52 he went on the sweep to James Sykes, one which he top-edged out to Ned Eckersley to leave with his team on 186 for 4. That quickly became 186 for 5 when, to his second ball, Alex Hughes was toe before wicket to Sheikh for a duck. 36 more runs had been added before Harvey Hussain gloved a pull off Rain to be caught by O'Brien for 13. But Slater remained and went to his maiden first-class century with this shot off Sykes. It was a wonderful moment for the youngster, who reached his mark with his 15th fall from his 195th delivery. Without him, this day may have been a very different story. The future looks bright for Derbyshire, and it was lovely to see the fielders applaud Slater for his efforts. However, Derbyshire were in danger of losing their way when Wayne White went in Rain's next over. He did well to get any part of his bat on the ball. Then Slater's sensational knock was ended on 104 as he nicked Sheikh to Greg Smith, leaving in the 67th over with a score on 246 for 8. A 39-run partnership followed for the 9th wicket after a delay for bad light, Tony Palladino making 24 before he was out to Rob Taylor, while Ben Cotton threw the bat, top-edging this pull for a 6 in his 21. He was the last man out, bowled by Shrek, as Derbyshire had to settle for a final total of 289, Rain the pick of the bowlers with 3 for 47. Leicestershire were blown away twice in their last match and were soon in trouble with the bat again. When Smith edged a drive off Mark Foote to Durston, the bowler had bagged his 100th wicket in all competitions this summer and his 76th in this competition alone. Palladino then had night watchman Sykes LBW with what turned out to be the last ball of an enthralling and news-making day, thanks to Pujara's dismissal. If Leicestershire don't win this match, they will be the first team since the Second World War to go through 2 campaigns without a victory in the Championship, this in spite of their extraordinary success at second 11 level. They will resume on the second morning here on 25 for 2, 264 runs behind and with much to do to restore parity.